Ban list hype day! I'm excited. I'm excited to play Legacy, but not today because the ban list changes don't take effect. Oh god, I'm not muted, am I? There we go. What was my title? The Shaman is dead. Oh, and so are my dreams. I did say that I think my opinion was pretty voiced that I didn't think Stoneforge was going to be unbanned yet. I think it is very feasible that it will be unbanned. I just don't think Wizards is going to move that fast, and I think the movement to unban Stoneforge has been recent enough that I don't think Wizards had enough time to really think about it and kind of process whatever their ban list updating regimen entails. Maybe they just look at the paper and are like, this seems good. But obviously, they did show that they analyze a lot of their data with their talk about standard and legacy bans. So who knows? Maybe. Although it's hard to analyze the data of unbans versus bans, obviously. You can't analyze the data and say, Stoneforge seems good here. Celebrating Deathrite by playing Modern. Yeah, I'm not going to celebrate Deathrite by playing Legacy, because then everyone would be playing Deathrites. I don't want to play against that card. It's worthless in Legacy now. KCI, it's so good. Hey, at least, like, Death and Taxes decks love to play against KCI. Humans a little bit. Not so much, but... So, actually... Alright, so let's get into the games before I start talking about my stream schedule this week is a little bit messed up. Because I have a friend coming to visit. Oh, man. My frames dropped for a brief moment there. Should be good. At least I got... Yeah, exactly. I remember... I don't think you were in on Friday, but they spiked on, like, Thursday or something, but you had bought them, like, Tuesday or Wednesday. I know you'd mentioned it, and I was going to bring it up. That they went up to, like, 50, 60, or whatever stupid price they were. Of course, they'll probably drop back down a little bit, but price memory is definitely a thing. Waltzy apparently doesn't like to unban. Yeah, I imagine that Stoneforge will probably be unbanned relatively soon, probably like right before another Masters set, which they'll just like shove in Stoneforge and maybe Batterskull, maybe even some of the swords. All the swords are like really garbage for limited play. Yeah, I gotta sell those packs. Anyhow. So my schedule this week is, I was not planning on streaming at all. I have a friend coming into town. I haven't seen him in a while, and he was going to hang out for about a week. So I wasn't going to stream at all except for today. But the unbans and the subsequent... The unbans come out Thursday, or the bans come out Thursday, and Brightling and whatever the cleric guy is, 2/1 flying Tormod's Crypt dude, they come out on Friday, I believe, so I might try to squeeze in a Friday stream. Friend stream. My friend isn't as big into the competitive Magic scene. He does play Magic, so he would like appreciate it, but he probably wouldn't understand exactly what was going on. But we're probably going to sneak in a Friday stream where we get to play in a post-Deathrite world, a post-Git-Probe world, and a Brightling / whatever cleric guy, Tormod's cleric world. And I think I'm a little bit too excited to play those cards to not stream that day. I'm sure he'll understand. He might hang out, make a guest appearance. But the current plan is that there's no Tuesday or Wednesday stream since he arrives tomorrow night. Where did my come back window? There we go. I'm like $500 away from Legacy TNT. Yeah, exactly. You probably just have to... Oh, this hand kind of blows pretty bad. You just need to pick up, like, the ports and wastelands in Caracas, right? That's, like, all the money. Pick up ports now. They just got reprinted. They're only going up from here for a while. Only going up from here for a while. I think we're going to ship this. As good as Violus's hand sucks. Ugh. Immediately punished. I'm only going to go down to 1 Crusader since he can be tutored and replacing the other Crusader with 2 Brightling. Yeah. Oh yeah, surgicals are like less necessary. You can play Fairy Macabres if you really want to, especially because red black's worse. Anyhow, yeah, I'm definitely liking One Crusader. I'll show off what my legacy list is going to look like here in a little bit. We're just gonna mulligan a bunch and then die. Yeah, sounds better. This land kind of. I'm on the draw, so I think I'll keep this. Ports are super cheap because they were reprinted in EMA and they're very underused, but of course they'll keep going up until they hit another reprint, since they are still very good. Just in a very niche set of decks. Bant. I assume like Bant Devoted Druid? They're leaving up Spell Queller here is my feeling. I honestly don't really care if my Thalia gets Spell Quellered. Thalia's not very good in this matchup. We're just gonna jam it. Spell Queller me. I don't want to just pass and then they just don't cast anything. They can just leave the Spell Queller again next turn and I keep getting time locked. Right now, we'll play with the cat. Oh yeah, because you'll be here on Friday, so maybe. We'll do a Friday stream. We can't not do a Friday stream. 2 Avengers, 2 Remorseful Clerics. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with 1 Remorseful Cleric, but I could easily see 2. Maybe after this match, I'll show what my starting list is going to look like. I'm also not sure if I want to be playing 23 or 24 lands. If I'm on 23, I think 2 Remorseful Clerics is pretty reasonable as the replacement for the 24th land. Damn, my opponent's just gonna beat me up here. Haven't been paying really anything. I could get my Thalia back. My opponent did miss their 4th land. I could just Tide Hollow them. Could Flicker with Spellcore to get Thalia back. But my path is worse. For the stream solve with the chat. Yeah, if I could reasonably stream just me like talking about Death and Tax and stuff, that would honestly sometimes be more fun than like playing through leagues. I just love engaging with other people about like Death and Tax is just such a sweet deck. I love Death and Taxes. I guess we just Flicker Wisp to get Thalia back. We can keep my opponent off Coco because the Thalia will be in play. And it just adds a 3/1 flyer, which blocks the Spell Queller. Flicker was the Spell Queller. So yeah, just build Legacy all the time. Legacy is... Although, depends on where you are. I guess you said you were like in the Chicago area though, didn't you? I forget. We talked about this at some point, but if you are, then there's probably an actual reasonable Legacy scene. Yeah, MTG Goldfish prices are a little bit not correct. They'll always be a little bit higher, just based on how they read. So yeah, if you're in Chicago, there's probably a big enough Legacy scene that you could actually play. Like when I lived in the middle of like bumfuck nowhere, Illinois, no one plays Legacy. It's worthless to have these paper cards. But now I'm in St. Louis, there are Legacy tournaments and stuff. I went to a Legacy tournament this weekend, and I won a Badlands, which is super sweet. Because apparently those are like $200 now, because fuck the reserve list. Yeah, Cleric's gonna be sweet. I'm excited for Cleric. It blocks Delvers and messes with Reanimator and stuff. Yeah, I kind of like I was gonna plan on like putting it in the stream title today. It was like, oh, we won the Badlands, let's play some Legacy. But then I wasn't expecting super drastic Legacy changes, in which I would like be less inclined to play Legacy. All right, we're in my upkeep now. I'm like not paying even a little bit of attention to this game. Sweet, we drew a Golgari or a Orzhov Guildgate. I don't really care about any of my opponent's cards. I'm gonna get that a lot, but like, why would I be playing Legacy in the dead Legacy format? It's just, there's no point, right? At least I also put Modern Black-White Eldrazi Taxes in my stream title after I said the Shaman's dead. Wow, my opponent has a lot of collected companies in their hand. No, the changes take effect on Thursday, which is... I would be playing Legacy hands down right now if the changes were already in effect. But they take effect Thursday, and then Brightling and Remorseful Cleric come out on Friday, so... Yeah, like, they can build any other deck. The expensive parts of Legacy are the mana base, so if you own Check Pile, it's like, okay, I'm gonna build a Bug control deck, or a Grixis control deck, or a Rug Delver, or whatever. You already own all these dual lands. Let me take a company. I don't really care about a knight. I have this path. Do I attack? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather, like, almost rather path their Spellcaller and get in, but of course they're probably gonna play Knight this turn if they don't hit the land drop. Super excited. Yeah, I'm super excited for the Legacy changes. I think they were both the bans were very good for Legacy, and I'm very excited to see. Like, the meta feels like when like RTR Block was coming out, and like Stoneblade was still a deck, and Rug Delver before like all these Deathrite decks took over. It feels like the meta 3 or 4 years ago, except we have like True Nemesis and stuff. Wow, my opponent really wants to cast Collected Company. I guess that's fair. They can also Spell Queller. They can tag with the Spell Queller if they lead with that. Man, I'm paying like actual no attention to this game. So we could... Ooh, I think I'm gonna pat this Meddling Mage now, because I just want to cast this Thought-Knot Seer. Take this company. They get Knight, which is scary, but not the worst thing in the world. It's good to say changes Goblins. We'll see a smaller student. Yeah. Rogue Delver coming back is sweet. I loved that matchup. Goblins, not so much. I've only played against Goblins like twice in my life, but it is horrifying. Especially with like the new Goblin Lord that shatters things. Like I said. Say spinning so my deck just got better. Yeah, a lot of the decks just got better. Super excited. Yeah. I'm not surprised about Stoneforge, but it is always still like I kind of was waiting for it, but I figured it wasn't happening yet. Matchup is slightly. I mean, again, I've only played against it twice, so I'm not actually super in tune with. I should have attacked with Tidal Explorer too. I'm dumb. Oh well. My experience is very, very limited. But it seems scary, especially because they get Trash Master now. Is that what that card's called? You get, like, sack a Goblin, shatter something. Path my Scholar. That's rude. I mean, it doesn't really matter what land I grab at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Stoneforge will come off eventually, but I think that Modern had not gotten to that point yet. And I think that the people crying for the ban had, like... It was too soon for WotC to make such a split decision. My opponent has 4 mana here, so they're just gonna leave a Coco and pass. Scholar. Well, I get to force them to Cocos to see if I can attack with Thought-Knot now. That excuse goes out the window with the Legacy. I don't think that's necessarily true. The Legacy changes have been kind of been a long time coming. Deathrite's been a scourge of the format for quite a bit, and Probe is just a messed up Magic card. should have animated my shambling vent. I am paying actual zero attention to what's happening. My opponent could be like 2 right now if I had just attacked with the Tidalo the turn prior and the shambling vent this turn. Yeah, probe is not. It just doesn't create interesting play patterns at all. Just it's not power level wise. It's not like insane, but just it's not interesting. It's not good for the format. All it does is let people like interact with like favorably with the storm mechanic or with Cabal therapy or with Young Pyromancer in ways that also just get to take all of the mind games of like what can my opponent be having. Just like puts on the training wheels on like every deck for basically free. Also just pisses the Force Will, because why not? But it's not like, yeah, it's not like busted to the point where like a lot of what am I trying to say? A lot of cards in the Legacy ban list are. Like, it's not too broken to be in Legacy. Like, power level wise, it's not Brainstorm or Deathrite or like some of the more busted cards on the Legacy, on the actual ban list, but it's just very, very good. And not. It's totally not. Okay, maybe not Earthcraft. Earthcraft and like Mind Twist are like the 2 cards that could probably come off the Legacy ban list, I think. Man, this game would be going a lot better if I was paying like any attention to what was happening. I mean, I'm not dead yet. My opponent can't attack with this Spell Queller anymore, and if we draw an answer to it, then we win, which is kind of odd. My opponent would be super, super dead if I had just, like, attacked with my cards at reasonable points in this game, but my mind is definitely in other places. I'll play Modern because this deck's still fun, and because it gives me something to do while talking about completely unrelated things, but I'm just excited about Legacy right now. So my opponent can't attack with Spell Queller, but they can start attacking me with these horrifying Tireless Trackers. Alright. Maybe, hopefully the last card in their hand isn't a 4th Noble Hierarch. Now that I pause, if I got 4 suffers to like played, but they're pretty much near mint. That's nice. I ordered some extra MPS planes from Channel Fireball, and they totally gypped me. They're like super warped. And they offered them as LP. Thanks, Channel Fireball. Attack with the Spell Queller. Do it. Oh man, my opponent saw the line. So we just need to draw like Path or Flicker Wisp, or Eldrazi Displacer to win the game, I think. Yeah, I only bought from I only bought from Channel Fireball because it's so hard to find the MPS planes that I'm looking for. And I actually found them on Channel Fireball. I was like, oh, sweet. I can actually get these cards. Wait. Please attack. Come on, opponent. Attack like this. You're just dead. Opponent is literally dead to this, right? I guess they might have like a Path in hand, but... I'll just block like this. I don't want to... I guess I could just free eat the voice. Yeah, whatever. Either they have an answer for Flicker Wisp or they don't. Oh, they have a birds? That's rude. So we still have like 11 or something, 10 maybe, outs to kill them here. Dead? Kill them. Aw. Alright, yeah, I think they would have been dead had I not been, like, really dumb this game. If I care about the actual grade, they're very good, but that, yeah. I'm gonna try to find... I'm trying to, like, de-warp these, but... Should I go score myself then? Fair. but also marginal. I should have also just, like, attacked them, the 2 free attacks I had for 2 damage, and not been a giant idiot. But paying attention is for suckers that aren't excited about the legacy innovations. Is Settle good in this matchup? I don't think so. My opponent did kind of beat me down there, but I guess let's figure out what sucks first. Thalia sucks. Most of the rest of my deck doesn't suck, though. I guess Linger Souls is pretty decent. Yeah, I'm off of. This is the first time I've off from Channel Fireball. I'm totally off of it. Like I said, I'd never bought from them before. I just bought because it's super hard to find the specific MPS planes that I like. And I needed a couple more to play more basics and Legacy Death and Taxes, and just not a good experience. What actually sucks? Thought not. Souls. Souls probably isn't that great. If my opponent has, like, Spell Queller in their deck, is he cutting 2 souls like this? Just nice. Yeah, I guess we're running like that. This hand's great. Question is, do I Shambling Vent on one to try to... It's going to be awkward if they play a Mana Dork and I want to Arbiter them, but... Caves, Fatal Push the Mana Dork, Arbiter, Tapland Path? Maybe I do lead with Caves. They're so likely to have a Dork that I want to push. They kept on 7. And if they don't, I can still just play this Path on turn 3. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, shocker. Push the bird off a cliff. Ooh. I guess now we're just never playing this tap land. Ha! Fetch land. Got him. Got him! Leon Arbiter strikes again. Ooh, that always feels good. I'm going to miss that if they unban Stoneforge. I'm still playing Eldrazi Taxes, because I'm probably just going to cut up these Arbiters for Stoneforges. But people on Moto just never know how to play against Leonin Arbiter. They're just like, crack fetch. Oh no, my CPU's dying again, or my frames are dropping like crazy. Hang on, I'll try and fix that. I'll be right back. My frames are going nuts. Ugh, sorry about that. Hopefully it'll recover. I think I solved the problem. Let's see if it comes back. We are dropping frames like crazy. Hopefully it recovers in a second. Might need to restart it if it doesn't get back up here. Yeah, my frames are dropping. I wonder if I just should stop the stream and restart it. See if that picks it back up. I have 30 seconds left. Alright, I'm gonna just click stop for a second and restart it to see if that helps.